I, I want to talk about suicide rate in South Korea. According to the OECD research, like among the around 30 countries in OECD organization, South Korea have a most high rate of suicide. I don't know. Yeah, but they might be. There are a lot of like multiple reasons that can explain why Korean people more likely to suicide in comparison to another country. I think most significant reason might be because of like we basically like structure our structure is kind of like encourage people to compete each other a lot. So I'm gonna tell you why. So we used to be really poor country, like according to some data, our GMP per year, GMP used to be $60. Right now, our GMP might be $30,000 per year per person. Yeah, which like multiplied what was multiplied like 350 times in comparison to one 1960, I guess. So like significantly, we just have been developed and developing right now. So like how come we can develop that kind of like sensational development within just uh, 60 years? 60 years. Yeah. So did we have do we have any gas or petrol or any resource, natural gas, whatever, or tungsten, iron? Actually, we don't have that much stuff in South Korea, especially for South Korea. I heard that like in North Korea, they have multiple like natural resource, but like unfortunately in South Korea there are very few or nothing, almost like close to nothing in South Korea. And then our land is really small compared to another country around us, like China, Russia, Japan. And then unfortunately, we also was covered by really strong. We have been covered by really strong countries such as Russia, Japan, and China, and North Korea. Like in terms of the military power, North Korea also have a really like significant military power because like they have several, I don't know about that, but like exactly, but they have more than 10 nuclear weapon as well. So in this like harsh condition, the only thing we can build like strong or decent economy is just human resource. That's it. Like we just like encourage our kid to study hard in order to like get a better job and in order to build a decent or strong economy. So basically, yeah, our society, I think, like really strongly push people to study hard and compete and just like try to take over another people in order to be successful people in my country. And then like our social norm really encourage that shit. So so when I look back at my teenager or like young kid childhood, luckily my parents didn't like push me too hard to make me study a lot. But most of the kids, they usually went to academy. Like after they regular school, they usually went to academy and then just study more. Even if they are just like 10 years old or 8 years old, they usually just study quite a lot, almost whole day, you know. I think it is not efficient, you know, because they not gonna study anyway, but like they just like parents kind of like got satisfaction from putting their kid in the academy, so they expect, oh, my kid gonna be like smart and gonna enter good better university and a better job, and eventually he gonna end up being successful in the future. Most of them think that way. And then yeah, so many people do that. So especially for in the high school, our like insane competition just like is going on right now, even right now in high school. So let's say when I was in the high school, like senior at the time, everyone's goal or pretty much like just entering prestigious university, because like prestigious university degree can guarantee to some extent can guarantee like future success in South Korea society. So many people almost bet their life in order to enter university. They just like, we also have a kind of saying, if you sleep 5 hours per day, you're gonna lose. But like, if you sleep 4 hours per day, you're gonna enter prestigious university, which means just don't sleep more than 4 hours. Just keep studying all the time, over and over and again, until you take Korean SAT. Yeah, that's really harsh. And then I tried to do that. Like, I just tried not to sleep that much time when I was in the high school senior year. Anyway, I just failed to enter a prestigious university in South Korea. But so anyway, at the time it was really competitive. So they think like this one exam decide more than like 80% of their leftover life. So that's why they took that one really seriously. So some of them just like literally suicide after messing up their Korean SAT, because they so feel shame or guilty if they just got bad a grade from this exam. Yeah, so it's kind of common after Korean SAT. Newspaper usually broadcast some young kid just like decide to suicide because of like bad grade from the Korean SAT. That's normal, you know. So that's kind of like tragedy. Actually, I think like most of European country or North America or Canada, they don't take that one take SAT that much seriously in comparison to South Korea. I think that is just like, for sure it is important, because like it is just entrance exam for university. For sure, university degree also important, like, but not as much as Korean 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 SAT, in which some people just literally just kill themselves because of this exam. So yeah, because like, and then I don't know, culturally, ah, and then I don't know, we kind of look down on manual labor in South Korea. No matter how much money you earn from your job, if you just like work in the manual work in the manual work position, some people just like look down on them. Oh, they just might be stupid, so that's why they just like take this kind of manual job, especially construction worker. I think those who have a kind of like degree, university degree, or like specialization, they might many people are more likely to treat them kind of like better than just manual worker in just factory or construction place. But like most of just normal people who are working in the construction worker or construction place or a factory, they kind of look down on them. So many parents don't want their kid to work in there, because they want them to get a better life. Just like try not to put them from the being judged by another people. So that's it. Yeah. So anyway, because of like cultural atmosphere, or and like situation, like competitive situation, those two are just really affect a lot. Yeah, that's it. So that's pretty hard, you know.